Hi friends. We have developed a project like a movie ticketing system. We named it as Book My Show. For that, the main page contains theater admin and user login. In the here, admin can do sign up and login, and user also can do sign up and login. Uh, uh, coming to the theater admin. For admin have an already account has an account already, he can use email ID and password to log in into the admin page. If he doesn't have an account, he can use create new account and he can sign up. For login for admin login, we have coming to the coding part, we have email and password. For that, after entering email and password, anything temporary email, and that should be valid, and password that should be non-empty. If we click on sign up, what we'll do, it will validate the data first. See, from front end, what we have entered email ID, it will convert to two string trim and store it in the email, and password also same, and it will check whether it is valid email ID or not. If it is not valid, it will throw an invalid email format. Like, see, I'll show you. See, if I click on sign in, see invalid email format. See, if it is checking password whether it is empty or not. If it is empty, it is throwing an error. Please enter password. See, sorry, password. If we click on sign in, see, it is throwing an error. Please enter password. Like the same way, after validating the email ID and password, it will find the database. Like we have to store those details in the database. Like we have created an instance of the database, and we have given these details to store in the database. Like if we have any server issues or any errors, it will throw an exceptions. Same like login activity, we have admin sign up activity. See, if we are given password like this, I'm clicking sign up. See, it is throwing error because if this user doesn't have an account before. For that, he needs to create a new account. He needs to sign up. You have to click on create new account. For that, coming to the coding part, sign up activity, we have theater name, theater capacity, mobile, city, zip code, password, username, email, and mobile. We have these details. Uh, Same, it will comes to on create method. In that, we will call the methods, validate data, and in that we will call Firebase signup. In validate data, we will validate the data which we have entered in the front end, like theater name that should not be empty, and capacity that should not be empty, email that should phone that should be valid, and city that should not be empty, an email address that should be valid email address, same like we have saw in admin login page, and phone that should be that should be valid. Phone should be valid, like it should contain 10 digit, like it. After filling all these details, valid details, it will find the database, Firebase database. Then in that, the database generates an instance, and it store all the details in the database. Same like it, if we have any server error, it will throw an exception. Like I'll show you. See, theater name, like any capacity 50, like mobile number, given city, zip code, and password. I have given password, and this contact details is for point of contact details. These for admin. I'm giving name. We need email ID, and mobile number. Yeah, these details have given, and I'm clicking on sign up. Uh, this account is created. I'll show you in Firebase. See, for admin, an account is created. See, this is theater capacity, city, mobile number, theater name, and zip code. This account is inserted in the database. And after clicking sign out, then now he can log in with email ID and password here. Yeah, that's it. Is theater admin.
Okay, and similarly, we have I mean, if the user wants to log in or sign up, he has to click on the user login button. When he clicks on the user login button, here we can go to the user login activity. Yeah. And then we have the uh, yeah, so the user will enter the value for email, I mean, as an email address and a password. And as you can see in the code, any data that we enter um, will get stored in the um, uh, I mean, we'll first validate the data. We'll call the validate data method, and if the email address does not match the pattern, it will show the error as invalid email format. And similarly for the password, if we keep the blank empty, it will show as please enter password, as Vineet explained before. And after the data is validated, we call the Firebase login method, and it stores the value in the database. So that is for the user login. And if a user does not have an account, he can go to create new account, and he has to sign up. For that, we have name, email, mobile number, password, and then confirm password. So as you can see in the code, there are uh, we can enter the values, and we can enter the data. After that, it validates the data, and it's the same method, I mean, it's the same procedure which was used before. As you can see, for the email, we have the patterns. If the pattern does not match, it will throw the error. Now for the password, it should not be empty, and the length should be at least 6 characters long. So it has to confirm the length as well as the whether it's empty or not. And similarly for the phone, also phone number, the mobile number, we have the patterns. After the data is validated, we use the Firebase sign up. We call the Firebase sign up method, and that way it stores all the data to the database.
Yeah. See how we create an account for a user. We have to give a name, an email ID, any email ID that should be valid, and mobile number that should be valid. It should be 10 digits, and password that should be 6 digit. Confirm password, and we have to click on sign up. The account is created for a user. Let us show in Firebase database. Mm, yeah, here we need the email ID. Yeah, that is showed in the database. Thank you.